What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing From the World of John Wick, The Ballerina. That's a long title, man, but that's the title that they have set forth. Ballerina, From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. They was like, just to let you know, this is it's long, man. Just the Ballerina, man. This is good to go, man. You're doing good marketing, man. I'm gonna review this movie, but there's spoilers in here. So if you want to see what I give the movie, fast forward to the end to see how many saxophones I'm giving it. It's directed by Len Wiseman. It's a spinoff of John Wick. It takes place between I want to say 3 and 4. It falls somewhere in there for the most part. And the movie is essentially about Eve, who is the daughter of the Kikimora. Kikimora, they work for the Ruska Roma clan. Remember that clan where Angelica Houston was like the head of, and John Wick had to go to them and be like, hey man, I need this favor, and then you'll be excommunicated for this, and then they had to brand him, and then so they were trying to keep Eve away from this life, and a member of the cult showed up and be like, nah man, taking her back over to the cult, and you just gonna take it. And he's like, nah man, you gonna have to kill me. So it's like, all right, It's headed by Gabriel Byrne, who ends up being responsible for the death of her parents. Her mom was already killed, and then the dad soon followed, but he was able to fight many of them off. And so they were able to escape, but he lost his life. So now Eve was just like, an orphan, essentially. And then Winston shows up from the Continental and is like, hey, man, losing your parents is tough. Talking about, you feel me? You can rock with us, man. We can hold you down. We could be your new family. And Eve was just like, okay. And then takes her hand, and then, the Continental raises her, and she ends up going to the Ruska Roma, trying to be a ballerina / assassin, Kikimora, to be in that lifestyle. All the while, she's still plotting on that revenge. What's a John Wick movie without the revenge? Is what I want to know. And so she's in there, she makes a friend with one of the best ballerina dancers in the company. But they really be doing ballet for real. Outside of the martial arts and the assassins and stuff like that, Angelica Houston is like, yo, man, we're going to get the ballet going. We're going to get it cracking. We just got this little side hustle, just like assassinship over here. But, I'm serious about this ballet. So her main focus, though, was, I can be a ballerina, but I'm really about this, assassin, hand-to-hand combat missions. That's what I want to do. All the while, she still wants to get even with the cult who was responsible for her parents' death, essentially. And so that's essentially what's fueling the plot. And John Wick is a legend in this world that they've created. John Wick is the boogeyman. And so all of these assassins. And side note, I want to know the total body count of all the John Wick movies with this included. It's got to be there should be no assassins left. I feel like everybody was killed. How are they? The body counts have to be enormous. How many assassins still exist in this world, man? How deep are y'all? You know what I'm saying? What's the number? And so they setting her up with missions and this and that, and she finally gets a mission where there's somebody else who is trying to escape the clan. He got his daughter. He's like, I'm trying to get her up out of here. Played by my boy from The Walking Dead. But it's Norman Reedus. Eve finds out about this, so she tries to show up to the Continental Hotel and be like, yo, man, how can I get... She trying to get the information to get to the cult leader so she can get that revenge. But you can't handle company business on Continental grounds. You can't be killing in there. That's the rule. You kill, you break the code, you get killed. You know what I'm saying? You're excommunicated. We're going to kill you. We're going to send out the wolves and the hounds and the assassins to get you. So she shows up, and then they violate the code by trying to get Norman Reedus and his daughter. And so they already broke the code. So it's just like, oh, but Eve was there. So she's trying to, he's telling Eve, yo, man, please take my daughter, keep her safe. They gonna try to kill me, man. Just keep her safe, please, man. Please. She's like, nah, man, I just wanted the information on the cult leader so I can get that revenge. Like, but take my daughter. She's just like, I've been this little girl. You know what I'm saying? I've been her. So she was feeling that moment. But anyway, she gets incapacitated by the main henchman of the cult leader that we met in the beginning. So she gets incapacitated. So she wakes up and is just like, they already got the girl that she was trying to save. So she's just like, oh man. So she ends up escaping. She finds out where the cult, where their base is. So she's like, yo, I'm gonna go out there. She's trying to get her weapons together. I'm gonna go out there, try to get the girl out of there, and also get my sweet, sweet revenge. So in the meanwhile, backtrack, she saw John Wick at the place at the Ruska Roma. And she was like, yo, John Wick, man, you got any tips, any advice? He's just like, man, get out of here. Just leave while you can, while you still got a choice. She's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. While you still got a choice, get about this life. She's like, all right. Fast forward months later, she out here doing missions. And so now they're trying to kill her. She's trying to get down to find out where the cult, where their base is and how she can get over there. She gets the information from a weapons master who they ruined his shop and tried to kill him. So she's just like, yo, I'm gonna give you the weapons, I'm gonna give you a car, go handle their business. They got a little village down here, somewhere in there. So she goes to the village. She's trying to get up in there. They're on to her. As soon as she get there, they trying to kill her. So it's just fight after fight after fight. Side note, I saw this movie in 4XD. That was a mistake. Because the seats, if you're not familiar with 4XD or 4DX or whatever, that's where the seats are shaking, they spewing water at you, snow is coming down, it's a full, and mind you, this movie is so action-packed, I'm constantly being shaken up, man. If you gotta pee, guess what, you're gonna pee on yourself. Because they're gonna shake up your bladder, they're gonna get all that going, it's gonna be crazy. And so all these fight scenes is action-packed, and Ana de Armas as Eve, she had more personality and more struggle than I anticipated. One of the big appeals about John Wick is how he struggles in his battles. He's one of the best to ever do it, but his victories are hard earned a lot of the times. And so they're keeping that theme going with Eve. Eve, like, she's getting the upper hand, she's winning, but she's struggling, man. They show her training and she's struggling and she's building and becoming better. I'm like, oh, I like this. I like this right here. Not to say that her personality is like all bubbly or anything. She's still just like, nah, man, serious business. But there was more to her than just, I thought she was just going to be cold-hearted, straight-faced, getting it done, no emotion. But I'm feeling the emotion here. So she gets down to that village. It's crazy. They're trying to kill her. Turns out everybody in this village is a member of this cult. So everybody that you see is an assassin or an assassin in training. Like, there's no regular people here. You think, oh, that's just a mom and her kid, until the mom pulls out a shotgun. You're just like, oh, this is crazy. So you get these crazy fights, these crazy, body count stackings going on. Once the leader of the cult, played by Gabriel Byrne, finds out, oh, you're Eve. I killed your parent. Oh, that's why you here. He then tells his number one henchman, yo, Eve is your sister. She's like, my sister's here? Yeah. She trying to get that revenge. So her sister's like, oh, snap, yo, Eve, I'm your sister. You know what I'm saying? When Dad left, he took you. He felt like I was already too far gone into the cult thing, so he just took you to try to save you and give you a better life. And they're just like, what? What the hell's going on? So Gabriel Byrne is like, yeah, just kill them both. Like, what? She the main, we working for her. Kill them both. Throw the grenade in there. He throws a grenade in there while they're talking, family business. Throw the grenades in there. Boom! You know what I'm saying? Her sister dies. They're just like, oh, sorry. You know what I'm saying? I missed you. Ugh. Gone. So she's just like, revenge. So now, but he's pissed because, yo, you sent this woman over here, the Kikimora over here. So now we going to be at war. You know what I'm saying? The truce is over. You done sent her over there. Like, nah, she went rogue. She doing this on her own accord, man. We told her not to do that. Nah, man. Nah. All right. Make it better. She was like, I'll offer you a deal. How about we send the boogeyman down there to either talk her out of it or just talk her out of it, and then we can have the truce. He's like, all right, you got till midnight, man. This heifer over here tripping. So it sent John Wick down to come handle Eve. And John Wick, So he was like, I'm going to call off all my people so John Wick can handle it. So Eve and John Wick meet, and he's just like, I told you to get out. And he's just like, all right, well, I can't get out. Pap, pap. They have a fight. Boom, boom, pow. What I appreciated about this fight, she couldn't beat John Wick. That's what I appreciate. I thought they were going to nerf him just because it was the Ballerinas movie. They did not do that. She could not beat John. Because if she would have beat John Wick after 4 movies of him beating everybody, I'd have been like, really? Really? You just going to nerf him like that? Nah, he had her. But she was just like, he was like, go home. He was like, I can't. I got it. Because it was like he had her dead to rights, gun to her temple. And she was just like, I can't. I got to do this. He was like, I'm going to give you till midnight. You got 32 minutes to get your revenge. Because, you know, John Wick knows all about the revenge. You got 32 minutes. If not, I got to kill you. And so she had 32 minutes to get the job done. So she got 32 minutes to get the Gabriel burn. And so the fight sequences, the epic set pieces, the flamethrower fight was just crazy. The action was really good. Like, I enjoyed it. And so she fights, she makes it in time, she gets Gabriel burned. He out there talking, you know what I'm saying? Then pap, she does it. And so John Wick is like, and John Wick is kind of like helping her on the sides, just making sure that the other people weren't trying to interrupt the flow of what, you know, she was trying to do. And then once she did that within the timeline, he was just like, all right. So he dips off, she dips off, and she saves the little girl, gives the little girl back to her father, who was in the hospital. They never killed him, by the way. He's in the hospital, and so she's just like, all right, man. So now, at the end of the movie, she's seeing her friend in the ballet, and she's just like, all right. So now, but the call is going out. Now all the assassins are now going after her. She has become a target. Just like John Wick was becoming a target, now she's a target in the future. So, and that's how it ended, man. But forget all that, man. Y'all want to know the smooth jazz review of the Ballerina. Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving the Ballerina 4 saxophones out of 5. The action is good. I like the Ballerina character. I liked her motivations. I like what she was trying to do. I like living in this world of John Wick and all the assassin shit going on. And I love that. And I really like the fact that they kept him consistently badass. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give it 4 because some of those fight sequences was crazy. So I know it's a spinoff. And I know people are like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I really think, like, if you really like the franchise, I think you would enjoy this as well. And so, yeah, man. Go check it out, man. But you never know, man. I still want to know this body count. Body count got to be crazy. For every kernel of popcorn in your bucket of popcorn, I feel like that's a dead body in the John Wick universe, man. That's how many assassins have been killed. They shouldn't have nobody left. I don't know no assassins in real life. But apparently in this world, everybody's an assassin. Even you. All right, peeps, that's my review of the Ballerina. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments section below. Also, how would you rank the John Wick movies, man? I want to know that too. With the Ballerina included, how would you rank the whole franchise? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, what was your favorite death in the movie? It was one, man, where she put a grenade on the dude and flipped over like a hard, thick table, and he blew up, and she was just on the other side of the table. I was like, yo. I said that out loud in the theater while I was getting shaken up by the 4DX. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.